All right, this is Texas Go Math, page 325 is our homework for period 7, due on Monday, January 9th. So question number 18 reads, Andy is 1/4 as old as his grandfather, who is 76 years old. Write an equation to determine whether Andy is 19 or 22 years old. Okay, so an equation, remember, an equation has an equal sign in it, so I know that much so far. And okay, so Andy is 1/4 as old as his grandfather. So if we take his grandfather's age and divide by 4, we should get Andy's age. His grandfather is 76. So if I take 1/4 of that, we divide it by 4. Okay. Now, is that going to be 19 or 22? That's what we're trying to find out. Well, I don't know what it is. And if you don't know what it is in mathematics, you write a variable. You write x or some other letter. In this case, I might use a for Andy. Okay. So 76 divided by 4 equals a. Here's an equation. Okay. This is an algebraic equation because it has a letter, which means it's algebra. And it's an equation because it has an equal sign. So if I take 1/4 of 76, I get Andy's age. Okay, now let's find out what this is. Here I have 76 divided by 4. If you do that, you should find out what the answer is. So 76 divided by 4 is, let's a little work on the side here. 4 goes into 7. You can't see that. Let's see here. 4 goes into 7 one time. Remainder of 3. Bring down to 6. 4 goes into 36 9 times with a remainder of 0. So Andy is 19 years old. I'll write that here. Andy is 19. Number 19. A sleeping bag weighs 8 pounds. Your backpack and sleeping bag together weigh 31 pounds. Write an equation to determine whether the backpack without the sleeping bag weighs 25 or 23 pounds. Okay, so I've got my sleeping bag, which is 8. I have my unknown is the backpack. I don't know how much the backpack weighs. So let's call it B for backpack. I know that total of the two things together, being added together, weighs 31. Okay, so now I can solve. 8 plus something equals 31. All right, so if I subtract 8 here, I'll get minus 8. Minus 8. I'll have my backpack weighs 31 minus 8, which is, what, 23. Okay, so my backpack weighs 23 pounds. Done. Number 20. Halfway through a bus route, 23 students have been dropped off and 48 students remain on the bus. Write an equation to determine whether there are 61 or 71 students on the bus at the beginning of the route. Okay, so again, I have these two things, the 23 kids who got off and the 48 students who are still on the bus. If I add them together, that should give me how many people were on the bus at the beginning, right? So a couple different ways I could write that. I could write that as, actually I might put this, stay true with this situation, okay? I have some students at the beginning of the bus. I don't know how many there are. We'll call it X. But I know that some students got off, right? So that's subtraction. If you get off the bus, they're subtracting. 23 of them got off. And that leaves me with 48. Okay? So I want to find out how many there were at the beginning. I'm just going to add 23 and 48. Okay? Add 23. And I get 71. Okay? Cool. The table shows the distance between Greenville and nearby towns. The distance between Ardaville and Greenville is 13 miles less than the distance between Greenville and Jonesboro. Okay, so this is the distance between Greenville and nearby towns. Greenville and Jonesboro is 29. Greenville and Mayburn is 32. And Ardaville and Greenville is less than the distance between Greenville and Jonesboro. Okay, so it's 13 less than this thing right here, right? So the distance between Ardaville and Greenville is 13 less than this, right? Okay. Write two equations that state the relationship of the distances between Greenville, Ardaville, and Jonesboro. Okay. So we could say that, we could put anything we want. Okay. So let's say this, maybe, Equation of the Stigler show the distance between Greenville, Arteville, and Jonesboro. Okay. So the distance between Greenville and Jonesboro. I'm just trying to figure out how I want to put this. Let's call this. I need variables for these so I can talk about them better. So this is, we'll say x, we'll say y, we'll say z. Okay, why not? So there's 3 different distances. They're all different. I can figure out what this is, right? This is 29 minus 13, which is 16. Okay, and I can just put a bunch of stuff together. So I could say that y is equal to x plus, well, let's see, this is 3 more than that one, right? So x plus 3. Okay, all right. The distance of Mayburn is 3 more miles than the distance between Greenville and Jonesboro. Okay. Or I could say that, what else could I say? I could say that, oh, look at this one. Mayburn is twice as far as Arteville, right? Because 32 is twice as much as 16. So I could write that. I could write Mayburn is twice as much as the distance of Arteville. Yeah? B says, describe what your variable represents. Well, I said x represents the distance between Greenville and hopefully, see if anybody recognizes the problem that I have here, right? That's not really any problem here. Okay, x distance between Greenville and Jonesboro, right? Y equals the distance between Greenville and Mayburn, and z equals the distance between Greenville and Arteville. All right, okay. Number 22. Stop for a second there. We'll go on another video for the next one. It's on one.